What's up everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm going to review episode 2 of RWBY Volume 4. And with this episode, let me bring up the scenery once again, or just honestly the animation as a whole, because I felt like the animation in this episode was way more eye-catching and far more breathtaking and had more fluidity within the movements than last week's episode. Maybe it's because there wasn't any fight scenes, but just simple movements were just as fluid as the way you and I move. Honestly, that was great. I'm just so proud of Rooster Teeth. We are all so proud of Rooster Teeth and how far they have come with the animation, and now that they're working with, bigger budgets and stuff like that. Just take a look at the first minute of the episode, of course, after the opening, where we see the Schnee mansion. That is what I'm talking about. The scenery itself is just so gorgeous, and then when the characters move, it's absolutely, fluid and everything's all good, so I'm just like, my, how you have grown. So the first half of the episode was with Weiss and her family. We got to see her brother Whitley, I believe his name was, and then we also got to meet her father. And Atlas is in a little bit of a dilemma at the moment, and especially the Schnee family themselves, since they're the ones that export dust to other kingdoms, but now they're not allowed to. So what Weiss's father is trying to do is to have a benefit concert so that everyone can see, hey, we're fine, it's okay, we're just as distraught as you are about this whole situation. And it shows us the kind of person that Weiss's father is. He's hosting this benefit concert not for the good of the people, but for his business. And he's also putting his daughter in there because he knows the terrible things that his daughter went through. He's putting her out there to as a figure, to be like, hey, look, see, one of our very own beloved children of the Kingdom of Atlas was in that very same situation. But look at her now. She's here and she is fine. Like, he's using her as a figurehead, instead of, actually being really concerned for what happened to her back over in Beacon. And he's doing this all for business, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And Weiss, she's basically forced, she's told to sing and perform over at the benefit concert. Other stuff within this episode, basically, the majority of this episode, or the purpose of this episode, was to set the tone for the future of RWBY, even though the tone has already been set ever since the midway point in Volume 3. But it's basically a reminder to show us that this is the reality our characters are in right now. We go with Team Ranger, and they got lost a little bit, they keep walking, and then they run into this village that is all torn down, and it was ransacked by Grimm, and they witnessed a man die. And Ren, man. I'm so happy that we're getting Ren's screen time, because I really want to learn more about him, like his past, his character himself. Anytime we see him, he's either being a badass or just having a goofy moment with Nora. But Ren seemed really upset with the death of this man, and he's taking the new reality that they are facing pretty hard. I'm like, damn, man. You're supposed to be the strong one. Ren, why you do this to me? Like, honestly, I caught the feels a lot throughout this episode, and especially when it came to that Pyrrha scene. Why you gotta keep on bringing up Pyrrha, man? Why do you want to do this to me? Why do you want to keep on wrecking my heart? Yeah, so Jean is practicing. He has this training video that he recorded with Pyrrha, and in that video she's instructing him what to do, and then she goes on saying how much she cares for him and how proud she is of Jean, and I'm just like, damn, why? It's just, that wrecked me, I'm not gonna lie. So that was this episode, setting the tone for the future of the series. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can catch them later as I review Magical Girl Racing Project and March Comes In Like a Lion. I'm your female otaku, Sayonara.